video. It's been a minute. It's been a long time since my last video, man. But we back. We in full effect. And I just want to go ahead and talk about the Cowboys, man. What I saw from week one, what direction I think we're going towards, and just what type of season I think is going to be based off of what I've seen. As y'all know, we had a little contract controversy with Dak and CD before the season started. But we went ahead and cleared that up, you know what I'm saying, right before the week of week one. And we got them boys paid, man. Dak is getting that bag. He just became the highest NFL player in history. I think he getting like 160 mil. Then, you know, CD, he getting 34 mil guaranteed, I think. Right behind Justin Jefferson, but it basically comes out to the same amount of money because CD's money is not taxed. Justin Jefferson money is taxed, so that 35 million really equate to the 34 million that CD getting. So they really tied on the market, and you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that we was able to get the deal done because I seen an interview where CD was just saying basically like, if he didn't get the deal done before week one, he wasn't gonna suit up, and if he didn't get it done throughout any point in the season, he wasn't gonna play at all. So I'm glad we was able to get that done. And as far as Dak, you know, just with his mindset and where he wants to go with this team, where he wants to be, just as a player in general, I think that this was something that we needed to do. Even though I'm not always so high on Dak, I feel like Dak has won enough and shown that he has the mentality that he wants to get over this slump, he wants to win, and that he's a leader of the team. He got all the team behind him. Everybody's backing him. We've seen what he can do. He's a great passer. He's a great quarterback who's only gotten better since his rookie season. In his rookie season, he went to the second round of playoffs. He's had issues as far as winning in the postseason, but you know what I'm saying? We got to take into account that, for one, Dak plays for the Dallas Cowboys, which is the hardest team to play quarterback for in the entire NFL. Let's get that understood right now. For two, you know, when you get to the playoffs, we're already playing the best of the best in the league, in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? When you're just talking about a league of guys and an organization, but you get to the playoffs and you're playing the best of the best, but now you're playing the best of the best, if you get what I'm saying. So trying to win in a league where you're playing against the best of the best in a elimination type setting, it's gonna come, you know what I'm saying, a point in time where it's kind of hard. Now, granted, last season we don't never have the best of luck. Matter of fact, we have terrible luck when it comes to the playoffs. Like, we can never get over the hump and beating teams that we need to beat, as far as like proving ourselves as a team that's serious about actually being a real contender for a Super Bowl. And last season really hurt just because, like, we playing the Packers, we was undefeated at home, and we just, you know what I'm saying, that was a more inexperienced team compared to our team. Our team had more veterans and more experienced players, and players who played in playoff games than the Packers, and we still came out and got beat by a less experienced team and a younger team. So, and we got blew out too. It wasn't even close. So, I think this year is like a statement year. I feel like, you know, CD and Dak really held that personal. We got Zeke back looking good, looking a little slimmer, looking a little like he has a little bit more of a burst to him. And he came out first play and hurdled somebody. So I definitely feel like he was trying to make a statement. I think it was Denzel Ward, you know what I'm saying, Ohio State crime. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a good season. I feel like, just going back to the topic of why we here today, you know what I'm saying? We came out, our defense looked great. I'm not going to lie. Our defense looked so good to the point to where people are questioning if Deshaun Watson should retire or if he's falling completely off. Like, that's how good our defense looked. And after the game, Michael Parsons went up to Myles Garrett, and they, you know how players, they greet after the game or whatever and show respect. He came up to him and started off by saying how hard it was to tackle Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? He missed a couple sacks out there that he should have had because Deshaun Watson was so slippery, but he just ain't had no time to throw. Honestly, bro, Deshaun Watson is still, I feel like, a great player. He just got to get back in the groove. He coming off of an injury. He missed basically majority of the whole last season. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't, and he had an injury to where you have to really get back confident and comfortable in what you're doing, because he injured his right shoulder, and that's his throwing arm. So if he can't raise his arm above his shoulder, and he had a lot of discomfort and pain for a long time before he could even throw a football, it's going to be kind of hard for him to get back into the rhythm, especially when he got to get back into playing speed as week one. You got to knock the rust off. You playing against a defense who flying around, who they coming at you every single play. You don't have no time to throw. Like, of course he was going to have a tough one. And he was missing some throws out there. So I feel like the pressure, along with him not being back comfortable with being game speed and stuff like that, and, you know, just it being his first game back from injury, it was going to be tough. So as far as Deshaun Watson goes, I don't think it's it for him. But that just goes to show how good our defense was, bro. I like what I saw from Carson, our rookie cornerback. And it's only fitting that he rocking 21. So it made sense when I kept seeing him make play after play the entire first quarter, really first half. He was making play after play every time the ball came his way. He should have had 3 picks too. But I was like, it makes sense why he wearing 21. So I was happy to see what he was doing. But yeah, bro, I just like the way our defense looked. D-Law was coming with that dog mentality and setting the tone for the defense. Micah was getting pressure and playing all over the field as far as DN, nose, linebacker. You know what I'm saying? He was playing everywhere. So I like what I seen out of him. Diggs came back first game, looked good, got a pick. So I was happy for him. J. Lou looked good in the slot. And yeah, man, it looked good out there. Overshawn, just a dog. I think he looked better than when he did at Texas before the ACL injury when he got to us. So I'm glad he came back from his ACL injury looking better than ever and with that confidence. We don't even got Deron Bland yet, so it's going to be good when we get him back too. So I just love what I've seen defensively, man. I feel like we're going to be able to make a statement this year as far as our defense. Granted, everybody can stay healthy. We're going to be straight. Jake Ferguson, now we get into the offensive side. Jake Ferguson, I'm glad we didn't lose him for the rest of the season because when his injury in slow-mo looks so nasty, like, but he only going to be out for like 2 to 3 weeks. And I really just hope they take their time with him. Like, I really wish they give him like an extra week or two just so it could, because that knee is just something. It's crucial, man. That can change your whole life and career. Like, I know from personal experience, like having a knee injury, and it just like to this day, it still feels weird. I cringe anytime I see an injury. I instantly grab my knee because I know how that feels. So I'm glad that we got him, but I really hope that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a big year for him because I got him on my fantasy team. You know what I'm saying? I need him for that aspect, but I also just want him to have a good year. He did great things for us last year, so I'm really hoping that this year he can come back healthy and do what he need to do and help Dak out. But we still got another good young tight end and on our team, so I think we're gonna be straight. I like what I saw the Cooks actually getting him involved early in the season. I know last season we didn't really get him involved as much as we would have wanted to, but he still had a solid season. And he didn't really get going until late, so I like that we incorporating him now as he's established into the system. As being our true number 2 receiver and getting him involved. CD, I like the fact that we targeting him even when he's covered. So, like, that's the difference that I was saying that I saw in Dak this season too. Just coming out and wanting to prove himself because he's tired of the talk. As far as his contract, he went and got paid. A lot of people was laughing and hating that he got paid that much and the highest paid because, oh, he ain't won a Super Bowl. He ain't won no playoff games. Woo-de-woo. Like, okay, bet. Like, you want to keep bashing me like I'm a joke? You want to keep bashing me like I'm not a great quarterback? All right, cool. I'm going to go out here and prove to y'all against one of the best defensive teams in the league that I'm him. And he did that. So I got to tip my hat off to him. He went out there and did what he was supposed to do. I feel like we got a little sloppy towards the second half of the game. But as far as just CD, like, I like Dak. My bad. As far as Dak, I like what I've seen from him as far as just taking those shots to your number 1 receiver, even if he's covered. Like, if there's nothing there, give him a chance. Like, just put the ball to where only he can get it or give him the best chance to catch the ball, even if he's covered. And he came out first possession. I think it was first play or second play of the drive. He came out through a little fade to CD. And CD went up and made a hell of a catch on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? And that just built his confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that we making it a point to actually give him targets and give him the ball. Even though he only had, like, I think 4 or 5 receptions, I think, for like 60-something yards. He still, you know what I'm saying, was a part of the offense early. Granted, our defense was playing so good that we didn't have to go out and score hella points. That's the great thing about having a good defense, too. You don't have to go out and put up 30 and 40 points like we had to do a couple seasons ago when we was averaging like 30 or 40 at home. So, yeah, man, I just love what I saw on my team. CD looked good. Dak looked good. Zeke looked good. Cooks looked good. Everybody looked good on the offensive side. Our O-line, for us to have all them young guys to hold our own against Myles Garrett for pretty much the entire game. Really the entire D-line, we did a hell of a job with holding off against arguably the best. He was the defensive player of the year last year. So the fact that we kind of gave him trouble and he didn't really get off like how he wanted to, I felt good about that with our young line, especially him, our young left tackle with losing Tyron Smith. So I think it was definitely good to be able to see them hold up against a player like that of his caliber. So we got the Saints coming up this upcoming week 2. As you know, they just picked apart the Panthers, which the Panthers are the worst team in the league. Let's get that understood right now. But they do have a new offensive coordinator over there, and they were one of the most least motioning teams last season. So now they're probably the most motioning team in the NFL. They have a lot of motions. They got a lot of speed over there on the offensive side as far as the receivers. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have another test. We ain't going to sleep on the Saints. We can't sleep on them. And I believe they beat us the last time we played them, too. So, you know, it's going to be another test for us. You know what I'm saying? I think this season is strictly business. We got to come out and prove ourselves every single week and carry that on into the playoffs. That's the main thing. Like, we know we can play good in the regular season, but can we carry it over into the playoffs? And honestly, I feel like a lot of Cowboys fans thought that we're going to be doomed this season, to be honest, just because the Eagles got better. The Giants were trying to make strides to do things. The Commanders are a different looking team. We were the only team that really stayed the same throughout the whole season up until later on in free agency. We started to pick up guys who were like veterans, kind of on their like later stages of their career. And we weren't too happy about it, but those guys came out and played good too. Like Kendrickson came out and played good, flying around to the ball. And that's another thing too. I just love the way our defense was flying to the ball. Like everybody was rallying to the football, and it's kind of hard to not make plays or get beat when everybody is flying to the football. Like that's the mentality. And you know, a lot of times when you get in the NFL, you see guys who get complacent, thinking just because they in the NFL, like they can loaf sometimes and they talent will take care of the rest. But nah, everybody is flying to the ball. Everybody is hungry. Everybody is acting like you know, their life depends on making a play. And that's what's going to take us over the top this season, I feel like. So, like I said, man, granted, we stay healthy. I think we're going to be straight. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about how the Cowboys look week 1 and just in general on how you think the season going to go. I feel like it's going to be a good season for us, man. So, you know, like I said, man, just let me know in the comments. Sorry for the wait, man. Been gone for a little minute. Had some stuff going on, but you know, everybody got stuff going on. That's just life. So we back, man. We're gonna be more consistent with the videos, getting them out to y'all boys, man. Y'all make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe, man, repost. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the subscribers back going. Let's get the views back going, the likes, all that. Let's get it back going, man. We on the grind, man. You know what I'm saying? It's football season now, so we're gonna be coming back with the sports content. But we also gonna be talking about, you know what I'm saying, other stuff too. So, man, y'all let me know, man, what y'all want to see, man. Of course, like always, and it's been your boy. I'm gone.